Good morning. Madam Secretary, do you have a quorum?
Good morning. Yes, Mr. Chair, we have a quorum with the attendance of the following BAC members: Attorney Mark John Palomar, Chairperson; Ms. Angelina Liose, Vice Chairperson; Attorney Dana Jaramillo, Regular Member; Ms. Josephine Pierre, Regular Member, attending via Zoom; Attorney Diane Steffi Gilamon, Regular Member; Engineers Elvis Medalla and Carlito Castillo, Provisional Members, both attending via Zoom. On the part of the observers, we have Ms. Perla Tablante and Nanette Vita from NACAP, both attending via Zoom. Likewise, we have in attendance the head and members of the Technical Working Group, head and members of the BAC Secretariat.
Thank you. Consider foregoing. The chair declares that there's a quorum. HO-BAC-EP number 033-2022 come to order. Madam Secretary, what is scheduled today?
We have two items in our agenda, Mr. Chair. Number one is the approval of minutes of the previous BAC meeting, HO-BAC-EP number 032-2022, dated 24 May 2022. Number two is the post-qualification report for the construction of cruise ship port, Coron, Palawan, construction of wharf and port operational area, Port of San Juan, Batangas, construction of port operational area and expansion of existing RC Pier, Port of El Nido, Barangay Buena Suerte, El Nido, Palawan, and construction of port operational area, Port of Guadalupe, Maasin City, Southern Leyte.
Thank you. Next objection is proceed to the first item on our agenda, the approval of the previous BAC meeting.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of the minutes of the previous BAC meeting, HO-BAC-EP number 032-2022, which was held on the 24th of May, 2022.
Second the motion, Mr. Chair.
It has been moved and seconded. We approve the minutes of the previous BAC meeting. Opposition thereto.
None,
None, Mr. Chair.
The minutes of HO-BAC-EP number 032-2022 held last May 24, 2022 is hereby approved as presented. Let's proceed to the post-qualification reports. For information of the BAC, I've been informed by the technical working group they will need more time for the El Nido post-qualification report, so we'll only be reporting on the 3 projects. The technical working group ready to submit these 3 reports.
Yes, sir.
Please proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning to everyone. Report on the post-qualification of Premium Mega Structures Incorporated for the construction of cruise ship port, Coron, Palawan, under contract number LFP PLW number 009-2022. Based on the duly approved bid evaluation report, Premium Mega Structures Incorporated was found to have the lowest calculated bid in the amount of 418,150,000 pesos. Hence, the BAC has resolved and instructed the TWG to conduct the said post-qualification. The post-qualification was conducted by the TWG on May 25, 2022. The TWG verified the submitted legal documents of the contractor and found to comply with the requirement and validity period. The completed single largest contract similar to the contract under bidding, which is the construction of Mega Ship Builders Incorporated Port at Barangay Palanas, Albuera, Leyte, was verified and found to be in order based on the certificate of completion and acceptance. The breakdown of major operations for similarly completed projects past the required quantity needed for the contract and the status of ongoing projects were verified. Based on the reported negative slippages of ongoing projects of Premium Megastructures Incorporated, the delay incurred in their projects is still within the threshold as specified under Section 34.3B-A of Technical Requirement of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184, which states that negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project or a negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. The equipment pledged for the project were confirmed to be owned by the contractor and all found to be operational and in good condition, where inspection of conducted by PCMD field engineers last 23 to 24 May 2022. The contractors pledged key personnel for the project were also verified and have complied with the prescribed requirement of the project. As of June 1, 2022, Premium Megastructures Incorporated is not included in the list of blacklisted entities of the GPPB. Under financial requirements, the net working capital, the value of unfinished work, the NFCC, tax clearance, and VAT registration submitted has been verified and were found to be adequate and correct. Based on the result of post-qualification, the TWG recommends the bid proposal of Premium Megastructures Incorporated at its calculated bid price of 418,150,000 pesos be declared as the lowest calculated responsive bid pursuant to Rule 10, Section 34 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184.
Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the TWG recommendation as contained in their post-qualification report on the construction of cruise ship port in Coron, Palawan, declaring Premium Mega Structures Incorporated at its calculated bid price of 418,150,000 pesos as the lowest calculated responsive bid pursuant to Rule 10, Section 34 of the 2016 IRR of RA 9184.
Second the motion, Sir Chair.
It has been moved second. We adopt recommendation of Technical Working Group as contained in the report on the post-qualification of Premium Megastructures Incorporated for the construction of cruise ship port at Coron, Palawan. Your position there too? There being none, the proposal of Premium Megastructures Incorporated as calculated bid price of 418,150,000 pesos is hereby declared to the lowest calculated responsive bid pursuant to Rule 10, Section 34, 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184. Secretary is instructed to proceed to preparation of necessary resolution and notices.
Yes, sir.
Please proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning to all of us. Report on the post-qualification of Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation for the construction of wharf on port operational area, Port of San Juan, Batangas. Contract number LFP BGS number 011-2022. Based on a duly approved bid evaluation report and as per instruction by the BAC, the TWG conducted post-qualification of Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation to present their respective original documents for validation or verification as to correctness by the TWG members last May 30, 2022. Letters and memorandum were sent to the Office of the Provincial Government of Batangas, Municipality of Pola, Oriental Mindoro, Port Construction and Maintenance Department last May 18, 2022, requesting for information about the ongoing contracts of Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation. For verification with PCMD, Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation incurred a positive slippage of 8.425% as of April 25, 2022 for the Puerto Galera Port Expansion Project, Oriental Mindoro. Also, for verification with the province of Batangas, Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation has the following accomplishment for the following projects. Number 1, construction of Duhalan Bridge, Barangay Biga, Calatagan, 77%. Number 2, construction of Health Information Management Center at the Provincial Capital Compound, Barangay Kumintang, Ibaba, Batangas City, 75%. For verification with the province of Oriental Mindoro, Municipality of Pola, Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation has a work accomplishment of 20% for the construction of multipurpose or evacuation center located at Barangay Malibago. On May 18, 2022, email and letter were sent to Mr. Dennis M. Chavez, General Manager of Main Coast International Terminal Port Incorporated, requesting for confirmation if the construction and development of port facility in Mainaga, Mabini, Batangas was completed by Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation. A reply email was received by BAC from Main Coast International Terminal Port Incorporated, confirming that the aforesaid project was constructed and completed by Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation on January 18, 2020. On May 18, 2022, an email and letter were sent to Marina Region 4 asking for confirmation about the authenticity of BART CB Channel SA1 and MTAG Shots 2 PPA BAC-EP received an email last May 25, 2022, containing a letter from Marina Region 4 dated May 23, 2022, informing PPA BAC-EP that the records show that the search certificates are valid and authentic. Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation was not included in the list of GPPB blacklisted entities as of June 1, 2022, as per GPPB website on Consolidated Blacklisting Report. And based on the result of post-qualification, Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation complied as verified with all legal, financial, and technical requirements. Hence, the TWG recommends that the bid proposal of Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation at its calculated bid price of 145,988,027 over 100 pesos be declared as the lowest calculated responsive bid pursuant to Rule 10, Section 34 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9194. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the TWG recommendation as contained in their post-qualification report for the construction of wharf and port operational area in Port of San Juan, Batangas, declaring Swiss Metal Builders Corporation at its calculated bid price of 145,988,000 pesos and 27 centavos as the lowest calculated and responsive bid pursuant to Rule 10, Section 34 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184.
Second motion, Mr. Chair.
This been moved second, we adopt the recommendation of Technical Working Group as contained in the report on the post-qualification of Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation for the construction of wharf and port operational area, Port of San Juan, Batangas. Opposition thereto? There being none, the bid proposal of Great Swiss Metal Builders Corporation is calculated bid price of 145,988,000 and 988,000 pesos and 27 centavos is hereby declared as the lowest calculated responsive bid pursuant to Rule 10, Section 34, 2016 revised IR of RA number 9184. Secretary, once again instructed to proceed to preparation of the necessary resolution and notices.
Yes, sir.
Last report.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning to everyone. Report on the post-qualification of MAC Builders for the construction of operational area, Port of Guadalupe, Maasin, Southern Leyte, under contract number LFP PLW number 010-2022. Based on the duly approved bid evaluation report, MAC Builders was found to have the lowest calculated bid in the amount of 127,088,000 pesos. Hence, the BAC has resolved and instructed the TWD to conduct the post-qualification. Thus, the post-qualification was conducted by the TWG on May 30, 2022. The TWG verified the submitted legal documents of the contractor and found to comply with the requirements and its validity period. The completed single largest contract similar to the contract under bidding, which is the proposed Mega Shipbuilders Incorporated at Port of Barangay Palanas, Albuera, Leyte, was verified and found to be in order based on the presented certificate of completion and acceptance. The breakdown of major operation for similarly completed projects past the required quantity needed for the contract and the status of ongoing projects were also verified. Based on the reported negative slippages of ongoing projects of MAC Builders, the delay incurred in their projects is still within the threshold as specified under Section 34.3B of Technical Requirements of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184, which states that negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project or a negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts. The equipment pledged for the project were confirmed to be owned by the contractor and all found to be operational and in good condition per inspection conducted by PCMD field engineers on May 27 to 28, 2022. The contractors pled key personnel for the project were also verified and have complied with the prescribed requirement of the project. As of June 1, 2022, MAC Builders Incorporated is not included in the list of blacklisted entities of the GPPB. Under financial requirements, the net working capital, the value of unfinished work, the NFCC, the tax clearance, and VAT registration submitted has been verified and were found to be adequate and correct. Thus, based on the result of post-qualification, the TWG recommend that the bid proposal of MAC Builders at its calculated bid price of 127,088,000 pesos be declared as the lowest calculated responsive bid pursuant to Rule 10, Section 34 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Ano lang, question lang dun sa mga negative slippage for so many projects. These are still ongoing. So, ang ano natin ito, as of palagi, as of the period.
Madam Vice, as of ang yung data showing the slippages is ang cut-off po nito is May 25, 2022.
Ano lang, yung sa completion period nito, paano yun kung yung so much yung na-incur pa rin yung slippage. So, parang domino effect sa ibang project. Ganun ba yun? Kasi kung nag-start pa lang or halfway, nag-negative slippage ka na, so domino na siya, di ba? So, with all these projects, maapektuhan nyo, ano hindi naman. Ano lang ako, surprisingly, medyo marami kasi yung projects na with negative slippages.
Ma'am, yung kasing negative slippages is ano po ito itong period na indicated lang. Pwede naman ho siyang bumawi uli for whatever reason naman na nag-negative siya. I think makakahabol din po siya sa susunod na ano.
And then, meron, ito suspended because of typhoon. Sige. So, ganun yun, makakahabol naman siya eventually. Okay. Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the TWG recommendation as contained in their post-qualification report for the construction of operational area, Port of Guadalupe, Masin, Southern Leyte, declaring MAC Builders at its calculated bid price of 127,088,000 pesos as the lowest calculated responsive bid pursuant to Rule 10, Section 34 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184.
Second motion, Mr. Chair.
It's been moved second, we adopt the recommendation of the Technical Working Group as contained in the report on the post-qualification of MAC Builders for the construction of operational area, Port of Guadalupe, Maasin, Southern Leyte. Your position there too. There being none, the bid proposal of MAC Builders has calculated bid price of 127,088,000 pesos is hereby declared as the lowest calculated responsive bid pursuant to Rule 10, Section 34 of the 26 revised IRR of RA number 9184. Secretary is instructed to proceed with operation of the necessary resolution and notices.
Yes, sir.
Anything else from Secretariat?
None, Mr. Chair.
There being none, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.